In 2014, the Broaddus family, consisting of Derek and Maria Broaddus and their 3 young children, embarked on what they believed was the quintessential American dream, purchasing their first home. The family had spent months searching for the perfect place to settle down, and when they finally closed the deal on a beautiful 6-bedroom house in Westfield, New Jersey, their excitement was palpable. The home was a classic colonial-style residence built in the early 1900s, featuring a charming facade, intricate architectural details, and a spacious backyard that seemed perfect for family gatherings and playdates. Derek and Maria envisioned a bright future in this new home. They pictured themselves hosting backyard barbecues, holiday gatherings, and birthday parties, all while creating lasting memories with their children. With its expansive space, they imagined their kids playing freely in the yard, riding bikes on quiet streets, and building friendships with neighbors. Westfield, with its friendly community and excellent school system, seemed like the ideal place to raise a family. Little did they know, this dream was about to unravel in ways they could never have anticipated. However, just days after closing the deal, and while preparing to move in, the family received an anonymous letter that would forever change their lives. The letter, addressed to the new family, was signed simply as The Watcher. Upon reading the letter, Derek and Maria were filled with dread and confusion. The content of the letter was deeply unsettling and raised immediate alarm bells. The Watcher claimed to have been observing the house for years, waiting for its next family to arrive. The tone was eerie, filled with a sense of foreboding that sent chills down the Broaddus family's spines. As they read through the letter, Derek and Maria were horrified to discover that the writer seemed to know intimate details about their lives. Phrases like, "I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its next family," struck fear in their hearts. Even more disturbing was the mention of their children by their nicknames, which made the threat feel alarmingly real. The letter also included observations about their plans for renovations and hints about the family's daily activities. The couple felt an overwhelming sense of vulnerability, realizing that someone had been watching them closely even before they had officially moved in. Panic set in, and the couple quickly contacted the Westfield Police Department, reporting the unsettling correspondence. The police took the matter seriously and initiated an investigation. However, what would unfold over the following months was far more complicated than they could have imagined. As the police delved deeper into the investigation, they uncovered a shocking revelation. The previous owners of the house had also received similar letters from the Watcher, suggesting a long history of this bizarre harassment. This information deepened the mystery and left the Broaddus family grappling with fear and uncertainty. Why had the previous owners chosen not to disclose this information? Did they think it was harmless? As the couple sought answers, they found themselves confronting a horrifying possibility. They might be dealing with a stalker who had been lurking in the shadows of their new home for years. The emotional toll was palpable as the couple struggled to come to terms with the implications of this discovery. In the following days and weeks, the letters kept coming. Each one was more chilling than the last, filled with details that suggested the Watcher was closely monitoring the family. The letters described the children's playtime activities, their routines, and even hinted at the family's hopes and dreams. The Watcher's claims of ownership over the house and its history were unnerving. "I am in charge of the house," the letter stated ominously, leaving the family feeling trapped in a real-life horror story. As Derek and Maria faced this escalating threat, they reached out to their neighbors, hoping for support and understanding. Instead, they encountered mixed reactions. Some neighbors were sympathetic, expressing concern for the family's safety, while others whispered about the Broaddus family's misfortune, fueling a sense of distrust. The tight-knit community that had once seemed welcoming now felt cold and unfriendly. The couple felt as if they were under a microscope, with every move scrutinized and every action questioned. Desperate to find a solution, Derek took it upon himself to investigate the history of the home. He discovered that the house had a storied past, Having been built in the early 1900s, it had gone through several owners over the decades, and while many had cherished it, some had faced difficulties that seemed to linger in the air. The notion that the home might be haunted by more than just memories began to haunt Derek's thoughts. He wondered if the previous owners had experienced similar feelings of dread that they had chosen to ignore or downplay. As the situation escalated, Derek and Maria took additional precautions to protect their family. They installed security cameras around the property and kept a vigilant eye on their surroundings. Despite their best efforts, the fear of being watched never left them. The letters continued to arrive, filled with menacing and cryptic messages. The Watcher seemed to revel in the fear they experienced, hinting at a sinister delight in the power they held over the family. The letters would mention their children playing in the yard, or how they had recently moved in, and even alluded to their plans for the future. Each new letter deepened their anxiety and sense of isolation. The emotional toll of the ordeal was staggering. Maria struggled to sleep, often lying awake at night, filled with anxiety and paranoia. Derek, too, was consumed with worry about the safety of his family. The couple grappled with feelings of helplessness, anger, and fear. It was clear that their once happy dreams had been replaced by a reality that was dark and terrifying. They felt as though they were living in a psychological thriller, with each day bringing new challenges and deeper fears. The media began to catch wind of their story, amplifying the scrutiny and pressure they were already experiencing. Reports about the Watcher captivated the public, turning the family's private ordeal into a sensationalized spectacle. What should have been a personal tragedy was now fodder for headlines and gossip. The family felt a growing sense of violation, as their pain was broadcast for the world to see. The media frenzy further complicated the situation, drawing unwanted attention to their lives and making them feel even more vulnerable. As the months dragged on, the couple faced an agonizing decision. The letters showed no signs of stopping, each one more threatening than the last. The Watcher's obsession seemed to intensify, feeding off their fear. With every passing day, the Broaddus family felt as if they were being driven out of their own home. A place that should have been a sanctuary had become a source of terror. Ultimately, after months of turmoil and fear, Derek and Maria made the heartbreaking decision to leave their dream home behind without ever having lived in it. They packed their belongings, leaving behind not just a house, but the dreams they had for their family within its walls. The emotional impact of this departure was profound. They felt defeated, betrayed, and terrified, grappling with the realization that they had lost their sense of safety and security. The house, once filled with possibilities, now stood empty, waiting for its next chapter. The Broaddus family became a cautionary tale, a chilling reminder of the potential dangers that can lurk in seemingly safe neighborhoods. Their story raised essential questions about privacy, safety, and trust within communities. It served as a stark reminder that even the most idyllic settings can harbor secrets, and that the illusion of safety can be shattered in an instant. In the aftermath of their departure, the Broaddus family became emblematic of the potential dangers that can exist in suburban life, a haunting reminder of the vulnerability we all face in our daily lives. Their experience has prompted many to reflect on the importance of community, the nature of trust, and the need for vigilance. As they navigated their trauma, the couple became advocates for awareness about stalking and harassment, sharing their story in hopes of preventing similar experiences for others. The narrative of the Broaddus family serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of human interaction and the unpredictability of life. Their experience teaches us about the importance of community, the nature of trust, and the need for open communication among neighbors. In a world that can often feel unpredictable and frightening, their story serves as a reminder to cherish our safety, nurture our communities, and strive to be vigilant in protecting ourselves and those we love. As they faced the emotional aftermath of their experience, Derek and Maria found ways to rebuild their lives. They became involved in community initiatives focused on safety and awareness, hoping to foster a sense of connection and support among neighbours. Their efforts aimed not only to reclaim their sense of security, but also to empower others to stand up against harassment and threats. The Broaddus family's ordeal has become a cultural touchpoint, prompting discussions about the safety of homes and the importance of community vigilance. As they sought to rebuild their lives, they also engaged with mental health professionals to address the trauma they experienced. They understood that healing would take time, and they were committed to supporting one another through the process. In the years following their departure from Westfield, the Broaddus family has found solace in their new home. They have focused on creating a nurturing environment for their children, ensuring that their family bond remains strong despite the scars of their past. They have worked tirelessly to instill values of resilience, courage, and community in their children, teaching them the importance of standing together in the face of adversity. The Broaddus family case is not just a story of fear and mystery, it is a poignant reflection on the fragility of safety and the human experience. The lingering questions about the Watcher challenge us to remain vigilant and to cultivate a sense of community that prioritizes safety and trust. As we reflect on this unsettling tale, we are compelled to consider what we would do if faced with such a terrifying situation. Would we confront the unknown, or would we retreat from our dreams? The Broaddus family's experience continues to resonate, serving as a cautionary tale that reminds us of the complexities of life and the shadows that can emerge even in the most beautiful of places. In conclusion, the Broaddus family's story serves as a reminder that while we may aspire to create a safe haven for ourselves and our loved ones, we must also acknowledge the unpredictable nature of life. It is essential to cultivate awareness and preparedness, fostering connections with our communities and being vigilant in protecting our homes. The narrative of the Broaddus family is not just a tale of horror, it is a testament to resilience, courage, and the unwavering spirit of families facing unimaginable challenges. As we reflect on the Broaddus family's experience, we recognize that the impact of their story goes beyond their immediate ordeal. It serves as a catalyst for discussions about community safety, mental health awareness, and the importance of neighbourly support. Their journey highlights the need for vigilance and the power of connection, urging us all to foster environments where everyone can feel secure. In a world filled with uncertainties, the Broaddus family reminds us of the strength that comes from unity and the importance of looking out for one another. Their experience, while harrowing, has the potential to inspire change and raise awareness about the hidden dangers that can exist in our neighbourhoods. By sharing their story, they hope to encourage others to stand up against fear and to advocate for a safer, more compassionate world. As we move forward, let us remember the lessons learned from the Broaddus family case. May we cultivate vigilance, foster community connections, and remain committed to creating safe spaces for ourselves and our loved ones. In doing so, we honour the resilience of those who have faced adversity and strive to build a world where fear is not the prevailing emotion, but rather a call to action for greater understanding and support. Ultimately, the Broaddus family's story serves as a reminder that while we may aspire to create a safe haven for ourselves and our loved ones, we must also acknowledge the unpredictable nature of life. It is essential to cultivate awareness and preparedness, fostering connections with our communities, and being vigilant in protecting our homes. The narrative of the Broaddus family is not just a tale of horror, it is a testament to resilience, courage, and the unwavering spirit of families facing unimaginable challenges. As we reflect on the Broaddus family's experience, we recognize that the impact of their story goes beyond their immediate ordeal. It serves as a catalyst for discussions about community safety, mental health awareness, and the importance of neighbourly support. Their journey highlights the need for vigilance and the power of connection, urging us all to foster environments where everyone can feel secure. In a world filled with uncertainties, the Broaddus family reminds us of the strength that comes from unity and the importance of looking out for one another. Their experience, while harrowing, has the potential to inspire change and raise awareness about the hidden dangers that can exist in our neighbourhoods. By sharing their story, they hope to encourage others to stand up against fear and to advocate for a safer, more compassionate world. As we move forward, let us remember the lessons learned from the Broaddus family case. May we cultivate vigilance, foster community connections, and remain committed to creating safe spaces for ourselves and our loved ones. In doing so, we honor the resilience of those who have faced adversity and strive to build a world where fear is not the prevailing emotion, but rather a call to action for greater understanding and support.